South Africa's Constitutional Court has ruled the appointment of the head of the National Prosecuting Authority, Shaun Abrahams, as constitutionally invalid. This upholds a decision by a lower court that found that Mr. Abraham had been improperly appointed by former President Jacob Zuma. Mr. Abrahams was appointed in 2015 after his predecessor, Mzolisi Zazana, was given 17.3 million rand as a golden handshake by Mr. Zuma's government. The judge ruled that Mr. Zuma had unlawfully retired Mr. Zazana, and therefore his subsequent appointment of Mr. Abrahams was invalid. However, the court has given President Cyril Ramaphosa, who forced Mr. Zuma out of office in February, 90 days to appoint a new prosecuting head. A Kenyan court has charged the heads of the agency that manages public land and of the state railway with fraud over land allocation for a new $3 billion train line project. Chairman of the National Land Commission, Mohammed Wazuri, Managing Director of Kenya Railway Corporation, Atana Smaina, and 16 other people and companies were charged but pleaded not guilty to the charges. The train line between Nairobi and Mombasa links the capital with East Africa's biggest port and is one of the biggest infrastructure projects of President Uhuru Kenyatta, whose government this year embarked on an anti-graft drive. Kenya has been hit this year by a series of scandals related to corruption by government officials. An Ethiopian rebel group has declared a unilateral ceasefire in the latest dissident movement to aim for an end to hostilities in the wake of governmental reforms in the country. In a statement, the Ogaden National Liberation Front, ONLF, also known as Ogaden, says it has taken into account the positive steps taken by the government for talks and peaceful negotiations. The group says it will cease all military and security operations to find an available and lasting solution to the Ogaden conflict. The group launched its bid for secession of the Somali region in eastern Ethiopia in 1984. The ONLF is also among two other groups that were removed by Parliament from a list of banned movements as part of Prime Minister Abiy Ahmed's reform drives.